Force on the review of the legal and regulatory framework governing religious organizations in Kenya. The task force was put in place by the head of state in May last year after the horrific developments in Shakahola forest in Kilifi County, where more than 400 Kenyans lost their lives as a result of extremist religious beliefs. As Arnold Adidi now reports, the task force has now recommended a raft of legal remedies, including the establishment of a Religious Affairs Commission to help regulate religious activities across Kenya.
The Shakahola tragedy in Kilifi County stands as one of Kenya's darkest episodes, with over 400 lives lost due to the extremist beliefs of one man, Paul Mackenzie, now in police custody. This horrific event has sparked widespread debate about the conduct of religious groups in the country. In response, President William Ruto swiftly established a task force to identify and address the legal, institutional, and governance gaps that enabled the rise of extremist organizations. The task force was also tasked with recommending measures to prevent such groups from harming Kenyans. After months of rigorous examination, President Ruto received the task force report today at State House, presented by the chairperson, Reverend Mutava Mosimi.
This report is very important to us as a nation. It is very important to me as a leader who values religion. We will be taking the next steps in making sure that the good work you have done so far translates into what will do two very important things for us. Number one is to protect our freedom of religion in Kenya, and to also make sure that that freedom is accompanied by protection.
Key recommendations from the task force include enactment of comprehensive statutes for religious organizations, creation of a Religious Affairs Commission, adopting a hybrid regulatory model combining self-regulation and government oversight, as well as revision of the basic education curriculum to emphasize religious tolerance and educate the public about the dangers of religious extremism.
The next steps on the discussions on the policy framework that you have suggested, on the legal framework that you have suggested, will be informed by the broad views, perspectives, ideas, suggestions from the people of Kenya. Because public participation is now part and parcel of our legislation framework.
President Ruto has pledged to implement these recommendations urgently.
I will, with dispatch and without wasting time, take the measures to ensure that we progress the good work you have done, so that we can do what we all want. We can protect our right to worship God in all the ways that we choose to, and we also safeguard that freedom of religion.
Arnold Adidi, TV 47.
Thank you, Arnold. Tonight, the National Assembly